Thanks, Karen. Hope I'm audible. Very good morning, everyone. I'm happy to see you all again. Okay, quick introduction. I'm Arun. I'm part of, I was part of Hyperledger Foundation and now LFDT Decentralized Trust. I'm associated with the LFDT Decentralized Trust for about 8 years now, entering into my 9th out of last 10 years. And so I currently am a chair of Technical Advisory Council. And I know we briefly heard about what TAC does. And this is the opportunity where all of the project maintainers, the code contributors, they come together, they set the governance framework, they set best practices across all the projects in the ecosystem. So before we talk about, I want to briefly talk about what does really the TAC do, right? And there's a lot that we can talk about. As we can see, we are not directly involved in technical decisions making of each project. Each project has their own technical steering committees. The technical steering committees, they make decisions of the projects. They set where the project is heading to. They make decisions for the project. And they are like the complete governance. They have the complete governance for the project. But when it comes to the Technical Advisory Council, this is the team, I would say. They quietly listen to all the maintainers from across all the projects, and they set governance framework around best practices for all the projects. For instance, it could be, I know in the past we have had work around setting best practices for the security, best practices in terms of documentation, best practices just in terms of how the projects can engage with the community members, how can the code adopters come in and where can they find resources. And I know as new projects come in, and it's really confusing sometimes, or if the project has no experience in the open source ecosystem, they're looking for governance and guidance. And this is the group that sets that framework, that has created this framework over the last 10 years. And if you have any other questions, please do reach out. But that's the core role of what TAC does. And before we further continue, I want to show this is the leadership engine that is driving the TAC this year. And as we can see, the group is represented with a diverse set. So in terms of TAC membership, or the council members that you see here, they are so the diversity is in many forms, at least this year. We know the participation is from all the way from Australia and all the way in the west coast of the United States, right? So that itself is a diversity in terms of time zones. But more importantly, the diversity also emerges from the participation that we have within the TAC. So we do have several projects represented within the TAC. The maintainers have a chance to participate in an election process where about more than 800, if I'm not wrong, such maintainers, such a large community maintainers, they participate in an open voting process where 6 of them are elected, and the governing board, which has representation from premium members and the general membership, they get to elect 5 of the TAC members. So that's the diversity aspect that we have within the TAC, the representation. Now, I want to briefly talk about before this session, yesterday and today, we did have a couple of days where maintainers from across several projects participated. And this is the forum that mostly all the maintainers look forward to in a year. And you can see some of the photos. I'm sure I personally missed it, but I heard a lot of good feedback from several maintainers who attended these 2 days of session. And here are top trending keywords that I heard from the maintainer days. And as you can see, there's a lot that went in over the last first 2 days of this whole week of event. So quickly highlighting a few of them, right? So I know, so this was the first time where probably I would say we had participation from both budding maintainers and the OG maintainers. Like we have several of them sitting in this table if you want to reach out. So they are the architects who built the system, who know how the open source projects are run. So those OG maintainers are the founding architects of open source projects. They spent their time with budding maintainers, the new from the new projects. Also, a few of them who are currently leading the lab projects, and like for instance, the talks were on multiple fronts. One of the key highlights was from, learning about mentorship program, an opportunity where, as a project team, you can propose for a participation through a mentee, and they can build something out within your project. So that's an opportunity where, as a project, you can propose something and get done over a period of time. And your maintainers get to be mentors, and you get to onboard new contributors and welcome new maintainers to your projects. This was one of the streams that was discussed. I know like the other stream, again, from a community growth perspective that was discussed was the good first issues part of it. Now, let me talk about like what's exciting within the LFDT ecosystem. We have seen already, like this is LF Decentralized Trust projects have become a de facto standard for trust layer of the internet. And we have continuously seen adoption of several projects within LFDT and not just at the institutional level in a large financial sectors, but also in the government projects. And of course, like you can read all the use cases in the use case lists that are announced. Now, I want to particularly highlight like what's coming up next, what's exciting in the coming year or so. So there are several projects around the privacy presuming technologies. There are several lab projects which we are anticipating to graduate over the next year, especially around first-person credentials. And there is also like a standards project, the ZK Snark standards project, which is evolving within the lab space right now as we speak. And the other part that is exciting is the work going on within Trust over IP project. I mean, you can learn so many things, and there are working groups being set up for trust on AI systems, for AI agents and things like that. Now, what does TAC focus? What is TAC going to focus on this year? So we have a strong governance foundation that is already set up over the past 10 years. We continue to revive those. We continue to fine tune where it's necessary. And we also continue to engage in how we can grow our community and the contributor base. But more importantly, this year, we are also going to focus on the code, the responsible AI part, the tooling around generative AI, and how we can set governance framework around that. And how can you participate? So this is not a group which is like sitting in a siloed place and they make all the decisions. All these meetings do happen in public, and all are welcome in this meeting. And here is your chance to participate and also be part of a TAC in the upcoming years. And all you have to do is send in your maintainers and contribute your projects to the ecosystem. And of course, always, all are welcome in all of our meetings. These generally happen on Thursdays. Thank you.